Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Miko and Jean, and today I'm going to talk to you about learning to know when it's time to stop researching narcissistic personality types, narcissistic trauma, narcissistic abuse, when it's time to stop really just focusing on that aspect of your healing, and it's time to shift in a new direction. And here's how you know. At first, when you're doing the research and you're learning about narcissistic personality disorder, traits of narcissists, different types of narcissists, which truly, you guys, honestly, different types of narcissists has nothing to do with your healing. I mean, honestly, you guys, I know it's really fascinating. And yes, there are a lot of different ways that narcissists can express, and they can appear different from my dog. But, it doesn't matter what kind of narcissist a person is, because ultimately you're going to approach it the same way when it comes to healing. Either way, you're going to approach it with boundaries. You're going to approach it with turning within. You're going to approach it with the intention to learn how to reparent your inner child so that you're not vulnerable to this kind of toxic dynamic in relationships. So you guys, it doesn't really matter what kind of narcissist someone is. It honestly doesn't even matter if you have been or in a relationship with a narcissistic individual, or whether it is a system, company, maybe that you're involved in, an organization, or even just a family system that has been impacted by narcissism, and you happen to be part of that family system, and it's kind of a generational trauma. But what's important is that once you get to a point where you understand, okay, yes, there's a problem. Yes, I need to deal with it. Then you need to turn within. And when you go within and you learn how to reparent your inner child, when you understand the core beliefs that you have created in childhood from childhood trauma that have been moving with you through time as a pattern that sets you up to be vulnerable to the dynamic, you can heal that. And then once you've done that, you get to this point, and I want you to understand how this is so important, is that you get to a point where you start to understand and embody that your inner child and your inner adult integrate, and you end up really releasing the idea of needing a parent or someone in your life that is like your source, whether that's emotional, mental, physical, financial. And you start to turn towards the universe, or life, or God, if you want to call it, or whatever word works for you. And you understand that, you are simply an extension of source energy, and you're the creator of your life. And when you can start to get to a point where you really can own that, and you can understand that you have created these challenges in your life in order to overcome them and in order to reclaim your power. And this is kind of a hard jump, and you can't skip the part, you guys, you can't skip the part where you have to actually look within, and you have to address those core beliefs, and you have to heal those wounds of the inner child. But the inner child has this incredible power. Once the inner child begins to heal and turn towards you, and you begin to integrate, the inner child holds the key to your happiness, to your potential, to your future endeavors, to your gifts and talents and skills being expressed in the world in a way that supports you. Because that's where it came from, you guys. You came into this world as this truly authentic being, like your innate creativity to be who you are, and just to express joy and to express happiness. That's natural. That's your natural state. And when the inner child becomes healed and integrated into you, you reclaim that part of yourself, and you are able to finally express it freely and safely. And you step into this new way of being where you feel safe in the world, and you're a co-creator of your life instead of feeling like a victim, instead of being afraid all the time, instead of feeling limited. And it's an incredible experience, and it's different for everyone. Everyone's path looks different. But I do promise you that if you just show up every day and you do the work, then it moves you forward slowly and slowly. One day you look back and you go, oh, wow, look how far I've come. And you realize that it's subtle, and sometimes it feels like a breakthrough, but there's a lot of subtle shifts. And then all of a sudden one day, you feel differently about everything. You look back and, you might still have obviously challenges and fears come up, but you don't feel like trapped or imprisoned by the past. And you don't feel like you're a victim of these relationships anymore. And whether or not you decide to go no contact with someone or a family system or modify contact or whatever it might be, the beauty of it is that at some point, none of that matters, and you're free to communicate and connect with or contact anyone you want in your life without it being a problem for you, without it, compromising your own truth. And so you don't have to decide and have a fixed mindset of like, oh, this is the way it's going to be for the rest of my life. If I go no contact with a narcissistic person in my life, then that's it. It's not fixed. And what you want to be able to do is have flexible boundaries and be able to adapt and move your boundaries back and forth depending on the situation. And ultimately, not be triggered by other people's behavior in your external world, and to just feel centered and stable within yourself. How does that sound? Does that sound good? I hope so, because I'm telling you it's possible, and I'm telling you that it's not the only way to heal, obviously, you guys. I mean, I'm not going to be really arrogant and say, oh, this is the only way, and do that marketing thing where I'm telling you this is the only way you can heal. It's not true. There are so many paths to healing. This is just the path that I have taken that has been phenomenal for me and the clients that I've worked with and the members of my mastermind and the students in my courses. This is the path that they have also taken and have had profound results from. So if you would like to learn more, go ahead and visit my website. I've got a free app. It's really cool. I hope you download it. And I hope to see you sometime in the future in my orbit. Please do comment below. I love to see comments and I reply to every one of them. All right, everyone. Until next time, may you be at ease and know joy. Bye.